Hello, everybody. I'm very happy to see you today. Today's meeting is dedicated to Dynamics technology, and I'm very happy to see you all, that you guys found a little bit of time to learn more about the Dynamics technology and how Dynamics could help you reach new sales horizons within your organizations. And I believe this is a little bit unusual situation, having a Polish partner addressing a Baltic client. So let me give you a quick background, why we here and how did it come to all to this. So basically, a couple months ago, we have been visiting Vilnius on site and at Microsoft office. And having received all this positive feedback from the public, we decided why not to create a second sort of an event, this time an online event, for all the Baltic customers that could actually benefit from the knowledge of the local Polish partner, providing a little bit more information, or maybe not even providing the information, but providing a little bit more clarity towards the Dynamics as a technology. I know that in Baltics, you guys have your own local implementation partners, but why not to borrow the ear from the Polish partner and see the dynamics from the other side this time. So this is why we are here. With us today is also Neringa Romanovskaya, our special guest today, and she's the one that actually came up with this whole idea. Why not take this whole event a little bit one level further and create this additional meeting for you guys. Neringa is a business process consultant and sales expert on the Baltic countries. Neringa, would you like to say a little bit few words about yourself, introduce yourself?
Yes, hello to everybody. It's very nice to see you all, to meet you all. And today with my Polish colleagues, we will try to explain and to give more experience and knowledge how our neighbor, in our neighbor country, companies are using CRM systems to manage sales, marketing, and sales operation activities. I think that this experience is quite valuable and interesting for us because our markets are joint. We have sometimes we have even joint companies. We are doing business together, meeting the same partners, meeting the same companies, and the same investors. Sometimes in the neighborhood markets, in Poland market or in Baltic market or in some our countries that are surrounding us. So I think this will be interesting discussion, and I'm happy that I can share my experience like a sales process expert, an independent CRM expert, and also my partner in Poland, Intersys company that is helping a lot of well-known companies in Poland to expand markets.
Much appreciated, Neringa. Thank you for this word of introduction. And today with me today is also Paweł Królikowski and Alicja Czerwińska. Paweł is heading the CRM implementation team, and Alicia is part of his team. And in today's meeting, they're gonna run the live demo of the application that Neringa has just mentioned. So it's gonna be the sales, marketing, and the Power BI. But before we're gonna jump into it, let's have a quick look on the agenda so we all know what is ahead of us today, because we're gonna spend another hour and a half. So I want you guys to have a better understanding of what we'll be talking about today. So in the nutshell, we're going to start off with Neringa part of presentation, and she's going to touch on the common sales funnel objects and KPIs, because basically before we're going to think of going beyond your current borders and expanding onto the new horizons, it's good to get a better understanding of the foundation so we all can speak the same language. And in the course of today's presentation, I believe you all gonna receive a better understanding of how to treat the CRM applications as a whole, not only in Dynamics, and this will actually comes from the Neringa part. Next, I will talk a little bit about the Dynamics technology, because there is plenty of you. Some of you might be using Dynamics today. Some of you are new to technology. So I would like to take you all onto the same ground and give you a better understanding of what Dynamics actually really is, and give you a quick introduction to our company. I mean, most of the information that I'm going to be talking about, either on Intersys or on Dynamics, are widely available online. It's just a matter of finding it. And last but not least, Pavel and Alicia gonna run the demo for you guys, starting from the customer insights. So this is the marketing platform, moving on to the sales, and ending up with the Power BI. Because at the end of the day, we need to have some sort of the KPI dashboards to make right decisions for our businesses based on the data and not on the common sense. So with that, I would like to hand it over to Neringa. And of course, please ask the questions throughout the event. We don't have to wait until the Q&A session, that this is the last on our list. We can also keep it as more as a conversation rather than just a presentation. So if you have any questions along the way, please don't wait until the end. Neringa, the floor is yours.
So yes, thank you, Marcin, for such interesting introduction. And I think that agenda is clear, and my presentation will be very short, very brief. I will try to keep it in a very practical approach, because main idea is about the homework that company needs to finish before starting CRM implementation, and maybe in some time period when company is planning, analyzing and learning the situation, what type of CRM they need, and how does the sales process will looks like in the CRM when they will be using it for helping to manage sales process. So idea is to speak a little bit about the main objects in CRM and to understand and maybe to have some definitions, some discussions in the company, and learn some terms and what we will be calling, like, for example, lead or opportunity, what type of objects we are going to we are planning to manage and to operate in our sales process, and how we will manage our opportunities. Of course, it's very important to think a plan about reports and dashboards in different levels of the organization, who will be seeing what, which data will be used on a daily basis, which data, which reports company will be using on monthly, maybe in quarter, or on some other time period basis. So these are quite important. Maybe I can call it like stones, like a main steps in homework, in preparation activities for sales process digitalization. So the main CRM objects and companies, when we are looking for CRM implementation and looking for the partner, they're asking, okay, so what objects are you planning to have in your CRM system? By default, they are suggesting to have some list of objects, but companies sometimes they're having some quiz. Okay, but what is fitting for me? And what we are calling, what type of objects we are planning to have. So I am here showing some examples what we are calling CRM objects. Of course, contacts, accounts, reports, all type of activities, and depending on company activity and on company structure and what company is selling services or goods, it depends what objects company will be monitoring in CRM system, and what object we'll be using for managing all the sales cycle. But it's important to remember that when we are planning all our CRM objects in sales process, is like three panes hanging above of all this process. And if we are not having enough knowledge, like the company who is planning to use CRM, and the sales company, CRM implementer, CRM sales company, they are not always not sometimes going very deep in the company, understanding what main objects are. So sometimes they are suggesting to have just standard objects, just standard process, and company owner of the CRM, if not made homework properly, sometimes they, in the end, they have just standard objects that is not always fitting for in the best shape for the company's activity and for the company's industry. So the main objects in the CRM must be synchronized with with this company client's journey and client's activities, and depending on clients like service system and sales system, what we are using for our clients. Also is quite an important question to answer by ourselves: what we will be calling lead and what we will be naming like an opportunity in the CRM system. This means in our sales process. Sometimes it's quite a big mess in naming of this main object in sales funnel. Sometimes companies are using just lead for all type of leads and opportunity status, and sometimes vice versa, they're using just terminology opportunity for all status. Sometimes they are using the wording deal, project. Anyway, doesn't matter what title you are choosing for your opportunities or for your leads. It's very important that inside the company, you all are knowing definition. What does it mean? And what statuses you have, and when is difference, how you will be measuring conversion rate if you are having different status for lead and different status for opportunity. Because companies usually, if they are not doing their homework properly, they are also like having the standard definition, and standard means that is some status regarding lead and some status regarding opportunity. So also a lot of companies in their daily life, they are dealing with RFI, RFP, purchasing orders, bid documents, orders for bidding, or could be some other official titles what they are getting from their potential clients or from existing clients. And this is a question: where does it go in the CRM system? Are we defining like RFI or RFP this lead, or is this an opportunity? What type of percentage we are giving to them? Is 30%, 50%, or maybe 70%? So it's quite easy with bidding. Sometimes for companies, it's easier to evaluate where, how we are measuring our bidding activities. But RFI, RFP, purchasing orders, they are just like floating in the sales funnel, and CRM reports are not enough. They are not clean that we can understand really. So how we are treating RFP or RFI, and how we are measuring our success with this client after getting such a document from the company. So also is very important preparing implement CRM system to understand what type of benefits and what type of pluses we will get from the system. And I mean pluses for the customer, how the sales process, service or marketing will be improved with our new CRM system on place, how sales team will be doing differently sales process, managing what benefits they are feeling and what benefits they are getting, and managers also. So this is also a homework activity before implementing CRM system. And after this home activity, we need to discuss with your CRM partner that you are expecting such type of benefits. You are expecting such type of changes in your sales system or client service system, and all type of let's say stakeholders in sales process needs to have. This is like mandatory factors if you are expecting successful implementation. So this is leading us when we are speaking about benefits to dashboards and to reports, what we will be having from this CRM system data. If we are inputting some data, using some data, actually we are expecting dynamic reports and some benchmarks from facts, from plans, and what we are getting today. And also is important to make a homework. I'm getting back to the same activity, homework, that dashboards, in one hand, it must be different, but from other hand, it must be like general for all the companies. And dashboards, they are not used like an exam, like some, terroristic reports to check how you are doing, but just managers are seeing one type of report, and the participants of the sales process are not knowing how they are measured. So it's not good way. So all the dashboards and all the reports, they are openly shared with all the participants on the sales process. Is just they could be cut it in some layers, and cut it layers by responsibilities and could be layers by department activities. And if some data could be very important for participants who are doing marketing, and some dates could be important who are doing just sales. So main dashboards in the company, I am repeating myself, is very strong recommendation that dashboards must be general as possible, as could be that everybody is seeing the same picture and everybody are using the same data to understand situation where we are. But if CRM data is not healthy, is not clean, so the sales funnel will be not useful, and really the CRM will be not having such benefits that we are expecting to have. So KPIs, we are like dividing them, KPIs for short-run activities, to measure, to monitor short-run activities, and for long-run activities. Also, it's very important that we are having the two type of KPIs. And of course, when we are spreading and using different KPIs for department, and KPIs to manage leads, to manage opportunity or custom service, is very important to have KPIs who are measuring the main sales activities, the main department activities, the most important, the activity that is generating or is planned that will bring the biggest revenue from sales or from custom care. So lessons and recommendations for CRM implementation and for homework, yes. Specify all CRM values, what you are expecting to get. To understand in the same way, in the same terms, what are you planning for automation? What CRM objects, what CRM or what sales activities you can automate using your CRM system that you are planning to have in place. And also, the last recommendation is to keep balance in the individual client journey KPIs, to measure intermediate KPIs, to measure all the sales team efforts, what you are doing with your client. Doing means all activities and all touch points with your client to have the last success, to have your revenue that you planned and you are expecting to get in the end of months and of the quarter. So your KPI system must be balanced, and you are measuring small touch points and big activities with your clients. So thank you for your listening. If you have some questions, you can write your questions in the chat, I think, or you can ask your questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Neringa, very much for sharing this valuable knowledge with us and stressing out the importance of making this homework. So basically, guys, what you could just here is like implementing the CRM on any other application is not just the work of the implementation partner. Basically, it falls down onto the two parts. So it's you guys that prepare your homework. You know your best. You know your business best. You know the processes as well. It's just a matter of gathering them together into the form of some form of the brainstorm with the team internally, and then getting in touch with the proper implementation partner. And when I say proper, it's very important to understand, and you will see this later on in my part of the presentation. Why is it so crucial actually to work with the partner that you can get along, especially when it comes to Dynamics? I'm not mentioning any other technologies. I'm just speaking on the behalf of Dynamics technology. And as far as Dynamics is concerned, I don't know if you can see my presentation. I believe now not. No. So let me just share the screen again. So basically, what I was alluding to is in terms of the Dynamics. Dynamics is just a second. Let me just. Dynamics is a full suite of business applications. Everything from dealing with your customers right through dealing with your back office functionalities. So the starting point here, these are the modular applications that work together and can be easily configured or customized to meet your needs. And this is basically also what Neringa was alluding to, that the importance of your company adjustment towards the application that you are working on. So basically, you don't need to fit one-to-one you don't need to actually do whatever it takes to fit with your processes onto the application. It's rather to find in the right application that can suit and accommodate your business processes and needs, not the other way around. And Dynamics is one of those technologies that actually can help you with that. Moving forward, what is also important to know about the Microsoft Dynamics is that that is a part of the broader Microsoft stack. So if you guys are using today Teams, Microsoft Outlook, Excel, or PowerPoint, you will find these applications already built into the Dynamics platform. Why is that? Mostly because the Microsoft stuff works best with Microsoft stuff. And if that wasn't enough, if some of the, I don't know, standard reports are not sufficient for you, if some of the business processes need to be extended, we can easily reach out for this platform. We call it the Power Platform, where you can guys find the Power BI reports. Using Power BI, we can actually put our reportings in sort of on steroids and elevate it to the next level, so to speak. So anything from the sales department that is not sufficient for you in terms of the reporting, we can easily address this using Power BI reports. There is more than 300 data sources that can be connected to this application and visualize it in the hundreds of thousands of ways for you. If some of the business processes are not sufficient for you within those applications, you can easily extend them using Power Apps platform. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but if not, this is one of the, I don't want to say the greatest application within the Microsoft stack, but it's giving the power to the people. So basically it's giving you the power to create your own business applications, extending the business transformation, the digital business transformation within your organization, staying on the same Microsoft environment, and so on and so forth. So we have another applications such as Power Virtualize, Power Automate, Power Pages. Each of those applications has their dedicated job to do in some way. And as you can see, it's all within the one platform. And everything you can see here can also be easily integrated with other applications. What does it mean? It means that you can take some of these. So for instance, you can take, I don't know, like today we are talking about a sales application. So you can guys take a sales app and integrate it into your current application stack. You can take marketing as well and integrate it into your current application stack. Or you can take all of these applications and simply replace your current stack with the Microsoft Dynamics. The only question is about how would you like to manage your current apps ecosystem, whether you would like to have it more unified or have it more in a way of application spaghetti, so to speak. In general, moving on, in general, business applications fall into two main categories: CRM, so customer relationship management applications, and ERP, enterprise resource planning application. And as you can see, Microsoft Dynamics 365 cover both of those ends. So the CRM are those client-facing applications where we have the sales application, marketing, customer service, and so on and so forth. On the other hand, the ERP is managing all of your back office functionalities such as bookkeeping, finance, supply chain, human resource, and so on and so forth. So looking from the implementation partner perspective, this is what I mentioned at the very beginning. It's very important to actually understand who we want to do the business with at the end of the day, how the implementation partner will fall into our long-term development application strategy. So in a form of digital transformation, whether we're just looking for the partner that can, I don't know, help us with the CRM, or would we like to have the more comprehensible partner that can address more than just one application within the Dynamics stack? Because today we have many different breeds of partners. You have those partners that only focuses on one applications. For instance, when you take the ERP applications, we have those partners who only focuses on ERP one, and they don't touch the CRM at all. On the other hand, you have the partners on the market like Intersys that is trying to address, or what is aiming to address, both of those ends. So as you can see, you have the front-facing applications, right? As well as the ERP system in terms of the Business Central. So when you think of the Intersys, we have been doing this for the past 20 years now. And as I mentioned, we are one of those few partners that actually can implement Dynamics in the multi-cloud approach. What does it mean? That we can connect more than just one application together and have it working properly. Because it's not just a matter of implementing, it's just to have this additional value from working on those applications across the departments within your organizations. But as you can see, we're not only focusing on Dynamics, we are also having our hands-on Power Platform as well. So if you need to extensions such as Power BI reports or Power Apps, or you need to automate some of the processes within the organization, within your current ecosystem, or you want to take the automation on the next level within the Dynamics 365, we are the right persons to talk to. And I don't want this to be just me saying those words. You can actually go to our website, learn more about the Intersys. If you just go if you just go and visit our website, www.intersys.pl, then you switch the language to English, you can definitely learn more about those clients that we've been working with. I just took a sneak peek of some of them that we've been working across those three applications. So you can see marketing, sales, and Power BI. And by doing so, I just want to give you a better understanding that we are not one of those partners that is just trying to make the way up. We are one of those partners that has actually been working with those applications before talking to you. So moving forward, as you guys can see, this is also very important to know that Dynamics, they don't offer a unified licensing approach towards the application. Each of those applications has its own licensing plan, and it's also good to understand which one of those plans will be applicable for your organization. And this is the part of the implementation partner and you guys to actually figure out which one of those licenses will be most suitable for you. Because let's be honest, nobody wants to pay more than is necessary, and definitely when it comes to the technology. Some of us wants to pay as less as possible, and we do understand it. However, as an implementation partner, we work together with you to provide additional value for your people and for your business. So this going beyond borders and reaching the new horizons will not be just a slogan, but it will provide an tangible value in the form of additional extra money. So just speaking real quick about the sales, because I heard the words on the street is sometimes on your market, you guys been maybe not using the right licensing, but sometimes it might be the case where you could be on the other license instead of being on the standard one, for instance. And it's good to understand the basics. Why is it so important to work on the right license? So basically, when you are looking at your business, if you're just looking for the simple CRM, the easiest way to do so is just go with the professional. However, if you're gonna require more modifications, integrations with the third-party applications, and so on and so forth, it's useful to use the enterprise license. The enterprise license itself, it's more customizable. We can reach more modification within it. And it also has some AI assistance within it. If you need more than just some assistance of AI and more extensible adjustments, then it's definitely a right way to go with the premium license. But at the end of the day, it's just a conversation of implementation partner and the clients to better understand the needs and to assign the licenses. Important thing here is you can always start with the cheaper license and go with the more expensive one. The other way around is actually not allowed. So you cannot start with the premium license and after some time just go back to the professional one. This is not possible. In this case, we would just need to start the implementation all over again and just from the beginning if you would like to consume the cheaper instead of the more expensive one. And the same applies for the Power BI. The most important thing is the understanding of your core needs of your business in terms of the visualization, because as you can see, some of the Power BI licenses goes for free. It's just a matter of size of the team, scale of the deployment, and if you guys need the AI systems and advanced features that are built in Power BI, then we can address this properly and sign the proper licensing for you. And with that, I would like to hand it over the presentation towards Pavel and Alicia. And within the demo part, we're gonna uncover the marketing application, which is called now Customer Insights. Where we're gonna see how prospecting on marketing platform is made easy. What is the prospect and what are the ways to acquire one using the application? Moving on to the CRM, we're gonna, in the nutshell, cover the general lead to cash process, underlying the lead qualifications, sales opportunities, quoting and creating an order for you to see how simple and easy it is within the CRM. And of course, at the end of the day, each of the managers or the decision-making team needs some reporting to work with. We're going to summarize it with the Power BI showing, addressing some of the most sales KPIs that we've been working across the past 20 years with our customers, just to give you a better understanding what is possible with Power BI, because as I mentioned in the beginning of our presentation, you are not bound to the standards of the application. There is always a way to extend, configure, and adjust. Pavel, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Marcin. Good stuff. Before we go to the live demo, I just want to take a second to just go back to basics, because you presented, you spoke about so many important things regarding CRM and regarding modern XRM systems, tools that you can, by those tools, you can just expand, grow your company. So I believe I need to do a short introduction to our demo and talk about why bother with CRM, why we need to think about our CRM, why at some point of your company development, CRM is like a tool that you need to have. So those four buzzwords that I put on this only slide that me and Alicia will have in this live demo, I just want to explain why data management, process management, EI and reporting is so important for you to just have insight and be able to work within your company and grow as I spoke, because there are many benefits to use a CRM system, especially in the areas that I mentioned, because CRM centralize all customer data for easy access and analysis. So this enables you to better understand customer needs, track interaction history, personalized communication, etc., etc. We're gonna show that this is in turn leads to better customer relationship and increased customer loyalty. So if you want to grow, bang, you got this solution with managing data within your tool. And the same applies to the process management. CRM automates many business processes, such as lead management, going to talk about it, sales process, customer service processes, etc. And automating these processes saves time and resources and minimize the risk of errors, common mistakes, etc. So once again, this allows employees to focus on more strategic tasks. And if you connect it with an AI, modern systems use artificial intelligence to just analyze the data, predict trends, help as an intelligent assistant, help users. So AI can help identify problems, potential customers, optimize marketing campaigns, and forecast sales, for instance, just like the basic tasks. And additionally, the CRM offers, of course, advanced reporting tools to monitor key performance. We talked about it, Marcin spoke about it, Neringa spoke about it. So it makes it better informed business. It makes better informed business decisions. You can just make business decisions smarter with just having all this data lying underneath said CRM and then presented in a Power BI reports. So through this better data management and personalized communication, through this automatic business processes, with this advanced reporting, you just have a reality of a system that can give you a better insight, a better tool to just, as we spoke many times in this presentation, to grow, to develop your company on the higher level. And one thing that I don't need that resonated, but I think this is important. Microsoft CRM is a scalable tool, meaning that it can grow with the company. So you can just, at the very beginning, you can deploy a small CRM, whether a company is small, medium, or large. CRM will scale to that and can be tailored to its needs and support its growth at every stage. So I think this is important to know how we approach the modern CRM in Microsoft. And now I will just pass to Alicja to show you how actually Dynamics customer insight journeys, which is a marketing part, Microsoft Dynamics 365 sales, which is this core CRM sales process, and then Power BI works together to just acquire some leads and then walk it through the sales process. Alicja, back to you.
Thank you, Paweł, very much for your introduction. Yes, today I'm really excited to present how Microsoft Dynamics 365 is highly compatible and scalable system and supports marketing and sales and all of the areas that we choose. But today I will focus on the marketing and the sales. So we will go further from the event registration event in the marketing area, and then we are going to focus on the leads and on the opportunity that was really in a great way described by Neringa, how to see the differences in the system. And I hope that it will kind of it will give you a clear view how it works in the Dynamics 365 CRM. So right now I'm sharing my screen. I hope everything is seen right now. So let's move to the event that I've created before. As we can see, I created in the marketing area, I created the event about the customer event, what's new in the Dynamics 365, in the similar topic for us. So let's say our event here, it starts on the 3rd of September. We can easily manage the most important the key information that we need to manage actually this event. Doesn't matter where is the location, because Microsoft is also supporting all of the I would say countries in the world. It doesn't matter if you are doing this by your company or any other, I would say, parent company in the different country. So here we can indicate in which building the maximum capacity who already registered, and also the Dynamics gives us the easy way to also create for us the event, the form event registration. which can be created easily by the end user. That is, of course, using the Dynamics 365. Here we can see the short introduction, and the person who would like to attend to our event can easily put the most important information that is needed for us to actually register this person. And this, as I said before, this form is easily adjusted by the end user, no matter the, I would say, no matter the parent company or you are in a different location than your parent company. So everything is within one system. Okay, so let's move on to the event record. Here we can see that Microsoft also in the standard process is giving us the possibility to nicely organize our event, that nothing is missed. So as we can see, here's the basic information at the first step here. Microsoft is giving us the opportunity to create agenda, organize, promote, and launch, which is the core of organizing and organizing the event. And so when we see where we can actually see that our customers can actually register for our event, it's also seen within one record. Here we can see that only 3 persons are registered, but just the demo. This is just the demo, and only 2 persons are registered for this event, and everything it's done automatically by the CRM, because when the system see that someone registered, it is actually automatically creating a lead. What was said before, that is also a good component of the CRM marketing. And all, as I said, the lead was created by the event registration. We can see Mr. Tomasz Morawa has registered for our event, and we can see that the system automatically gather all the information that the person put in the registration form. And we can see, of course, the first name, last name, the topic, and also it's really just the basic information, because basically the lead represents an individual person that only shown an interest in our products or services that we provide, but we haven't engaged them in a detailed conversation. So at this stage, the sales team in our company should focus on qualifying these leads, determining whether they have the needs that we can meet, the budget, the lead have the budget to make a purchase. So yeah, right now in the CRM, we are working on the lead, if we can qualify them, or maybe it's not what they are looking for, so that's also okay. But we already have this mark in our system that we know this person, we already met them before, and maybe in the future our needs will be met, their needs will be met by our services or products. So let's assume that the Mr. Tomasz Morawa is actually worth our attention. So let's qualify them. Once the end user qualified the lead, it leads us to create an opportunity. Sorry. So when the lead is qualified, the system, of course, the system user mark them as a qualified. Then as the Dynamics 365 CRM, it's automatically creates an opportunity for us, because as Neringa said, it is a great, it's great divided by the lead and by the opportunity. It's a different records, because the opportunity, it's as I can say, where the sales process really kicks into gears, I would say. So here in this record, I can easily point to what is the budget amount, because I already made some phone calls, I already sent some emails, I made some maybe product demo for this customer, so everything can be record in the timeline on the opportunity record. So nothing will be missed. For example, when another salesperson will be handling this opportunity, and the information will be cleared, nothing will be missed, and all the knowledge will be the same between the sales team. So of course, not only the budget is the important information, the opportunity, but it's also the purchase time frame. Of course, what is the situation more in a more, I would say, extensive. Sorry. In the more extensive information we can put here. Of course, the Dynamics 365 gives us an opportunity to show what are the competitors if they are known, and also the sales team, and also what are the persons that are working between this opportunity on the side of the client. Of course, here we have also another business process that Microsoft's handling for us in the standard way, that for sure in every opportunity we have to somehow qualify them, develop and propose something. Propose maybe products. It's also available for the users to put in information what was proposed, what product, at what price, and what quantity they are interested in. Everything has to be marked in the system. And also, once we speak with the customer and we see, okay, this opportunity can be something more, and we see that we can maybe qualify them into the further sales process. What I would like to mention about between the opportunity that Dynamics 365 CRM is supporting various sales processes. So this one, as I'm pointing right now, this 4 steps is not mandatory. It can be adjusted for you because every customer, every company is working not in the same way. So can support various sales process. Also the currencies, as we can see. So as I mentioned before, the same opportunity, different records of the opportunities can be handled within the same system. Of course, our parent company can have different currency, can have different, of course, time zone. So everything has to be highlighted into the system, so no mistakes will be made. And also the tax regulations, everything combined makes it easier for companies to manage opportunities in the different markets and drive sales growth internationally. So I think it's worth to mention. Okay, so let's assume that this opportunity was qualified by the salesperson in our company. That okay, I can make some quotes for this customer. So let's see how the quote quote record looks like in the CRM. Okay, so between the opportunity, we can actually offer something to the customer, and we can make some initial quote. What was the first price? Of course, we can negotiate and see if we can actually make an order further. So here we had the lead, we had the opportunity, and right now, as a salesperson, we are working on the quote. The quote also can be in the different currencies because one customer maybe wants a different quotes. It's for different markets. It's also can be marked in the system easily by the end user, and also the prices and the description and what is the everything between the Dynamics 365 is linked with each other. So there is a relation. So we can see that this quote comes from this potential customer and it comes from this opportunity. It gives us a clear view for the end user, how it develops, what's the most important information, and so nothing will be, I would say, forget by the sales team. Okay, let's go back to the opportunity, and let's say that the opportunity is great. Let's move on and let's qualify them as one. So when we qualified the opportunity as one, the system is automatically creates for us the account. So it's not a lead. We are working with this person. It's actually the business relation. So it's not just the lead. It's an actual customer for us. Maybe the quote won't be accepted, but it's for us the I would say business customer. So here we have the most important highlights that the Copilot for us summarizing the most important things that we already done for this customer. So nobody will, because of course the accounts and the opportunities can have so many important, of course, information, tasks and phone calls made. So the Copilot is giving us the suggestions, the highlights of what was done between this customer. And of course, in the account record, I won't be putting too much time on this. It's just a simple customer relationship record. As we can see here are linked contacts that are working in this company, what are the primary contact. And it's also really important because we can easily manage our customer relationship. Okay, so let's move on to the quote. And here we have the quote that we already sent to the customer. The Dynamics 365 in the standard version also gives us the opportunity to export the quote easily to the PDF, because of course the record won't be sent to the system, to the client, but just the PDF. It is easily generated here in the timeline. Copilot is of course not right now, but as we could see before here, is Copilot is highlighting for us. There's not much information, that's why. So Copilot is summarizing all the important key facts that could be useful for the salesperson, and the quote in the PDF can be easily adjusted by. It can be easily adjusted to the customer needs. So it can be sent to the with the quote. Okay, so between this sales process, we also need to see what are the orders and what are the invoices. Because once we set the customer needs, and it is between the quote in the PDF, we can actually create an order here. CRM, Dynamics 365 CRM is also providing us the opportunity, the functionality to create an order really easily just by one click, and we can go to this order. As we can see, we don't need to put the same information like 10 times. Everything is automatically done by the Microsoft, so everything is mapped from the lead to the opportunity. All the same information, of course, we can change between one record. For example, in the opportunity, I want to change something, so this information will be mapped to the opportunity, to the quote, and then we are here in the order. So as we can see, it's the same currency, so no one will change this. It's the same. We are working between the same price list because every area between the same company can use different price list. Different price list. And here are the standard order information. And once we see that we can actually proceed with our sales process, so we can generate the invoice. So we can finally generate the invoice. So Dynamics 365 CRM enable us to generate and manage invoices in here in multiple language. So it's also really important if our, as I said before, if our parent company is working in a different language. So we have to have many, I would say, documents in many templates of the documents. We have to have them in the different languages, or also the currencies, because it's really important document. So this is really vital for companies that is doing business internationally. Okay, so let's maybe generate this. I've already created the invoice, and once the order, once we create the invoice by the order, also automatically Dynamics 365 is giving us the invoice that also has the same information that we put before, so we don't need to put them again. So I think it's a great functionality in the Dynamics 365. So we can easily manage all of the records between one system. Yes, and thank you very much. I hope it was clear to present all of the sales process, and it was easy to understand how we could quickly go from the event registration, how we can easily create an event in the same system, and then we can create a lead, and then we can go to the end of our sales process, to the invoice, which is the core of our sales process between one system. So not so every key information will be in the same system. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alicja. Just as a final parts of the sales process presentation, I mentioned that we're gonna also show the reporting capabilities. So we're in a Power BI application right now. I'm gonna show you, Neringa mentioned that I'm gonna show you actually two levels of reporting: the manager page and basic pages dedicated to end users. Because in Power BI you can set up different levels of reporting containing information that is proper for the, let's say, the high management, middle management, and then end users on a functional daily basis. So right here we have two types of reporting corresponding to those things that Alicja presented you. So we have like all the sales process reported here, and if we go to the manager page, we can see just a quick insight how our company is performing right now, how many leads we created, how many customers we created, is that number is growing or going down, how many opportunities we have opened, etc., etc. For instance, the most important KPI is probably what is the invoice value by time, what are opened processes, business sales processes by time, and of course, how many prospects we're creating on a monthly, daily, weekly basis, etc., etc. What is interesting, I mentioned about this AI capabilities. Here we can, for instance, do the intelligent forecast for the future. How many prospects we will be creating based on what we did in the past, based on what our marketing, what our sales generated regarding prospects. So at the managerial level, it can be just a simple report sent directly to the, let's say, CEO, CCO, directors, etc., to just see what is the performance in key aspects, key areas of our company. If we think about these end users, so let's say let's go to the opportunities. End users on the functional level can see what opportunities are opened, how many opportunities we have in a system, what is the status of these opportunities, what is the estimated revenue against the plan of these open opportunities, etc., etc. So what I mean by showing you this is that we can set up a set of KPIs important in a specific area, and then just track it easily in a pretty much aesthetic reports that can be sent directly to the users, that can be embedded in a CRM, that can be embedded on your mobile device. So you can reach these reports immediately, you can refresh these reports immediately, and these reports are meaningful, as I said, pretty, and gives you a great insight about what is going on within your CRM, but not only within your CRM, because you can connect Power BI also to the external sources of data, combine those data, and have this full information about how your company is working, what your company is doing on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis, and also based on this data, based on this information that you gathered here in a Power BI, you can just make meaningful decisions, well decisions, because as I said, the data is right now the most important part of decision making, of analyzing what you should do next. And of course, there is no growth without meaningful data. So Power BI in a very, very, very short presentation. I think the idea behind this is clear. You can just get the set of the information at the specific area for the specific people. Just really easy can be configured here in a Power BI app. Thank you very much. Marcin, probably back to you.
Thank you very much, Paweł. Thank you very much, Alicia, for walking us through those three applications, CRM, marketing, and as well Power BI. And ladies and gentlemen, we are slowly getting to the end of our meeting. I hope that upon this past hour, we managed to arouse your curiosity. It's not easy actually to present the entire capabilities of the Dynamics platforms within this 1 hour, and I hope that was just a peak of the whole capabilities that the Dynamics can deliver. And I hope with that being said, we managed to arouse your curiosity, and if so, please don't hesitate to contact us via LinkedIn, via our website www.intersys.pl. You can always drop us a line. Via LinkedIn, you guys have our names and surnames. It's very easy to find us up there. We are active, and we don't shy away from your questions, even those most challenging one. I'm just going to share the last slide of my presentation, where you can find the contact information on me. My name is Marcin Kwaśniewski, and I'm part of the sales team, and it was a real pleasure having you guys all on today's meeting, and thank you to the team for presenting such a great presentation in such a short time notice. And speak to you soon, because I hope that it wasn't the last time we see each other online or offline. Have a great day to you all. Goodbye.